Assalamu alaikum. In this video, I will show you just the principal organ of the digestive system because we explained it in the previous lecture. Here we found the all principles of the principal organ of the digestive system, and we start with the mouth, pharynx, but here we start with this is the esophagus, which extend from the pharynx to the stomach. This is the stomach. This is the stomach, and the stomach have four region, and also we have here the accessory organ, which we call it the liver, and we will explain it later. And this is the large intestine, and also we will explain the part of it later. And this is small intestine. Yes, you see here, this is the first part, we call it the pharynx. This is the funnel shape, and it have three regions. The first is the nasopharynx and oropharynx, and here we have the laryngopharynx. This is the part of the pharynx. As we say, the first part of the digestive system is the mouth, but we start with the pharynx firstly. This is the esophagus. This is a muscular tube extended from the pharynx, and it passes the diaphragm and it reach the stomach. This is the stomach, J shape. You see, this is if you convert it to the opposite side. This is like J shape, and also it is a muscular sac. The stomach have four regions. The dumb one, this is the fundus, and here we have the body and antrum, and finally the pyloric. Here, this is the first part of the small intestine, which we call the duodenum. The second part or the fourth part is the small intestine, and it divided into three parts. The first one is the jejunum. This is in the upper right, and this is the ileum in the upper and lower left, and here we have the duodenum, which we say that is start from the stomach. You see here, this is the ileocecal junction. This is the site of connection between the small intestine and the first part of the large intestine, which we call it the stomach. And you see here, this is the part of the large intestine. It starts here from the cecum, and then we have the ascending colon, transverse colon, descending colon, sigmoid colon, which looks like S, and finally we have the rectum, and we have the finally 3 centimeter, we call it the anal canal, and here we have the anus. And you see also in this slide the same, the large intestine, and also in this slide we see most of the principal organ of the digestive tract or canal, except the small intestine. The accessory organ of the digestive system is the liver, and the liver located at the left side. This is the have four lobe. This is the right lobe, left, and we have here the quadrate lobe and the quadrate lobe. These artery, please, very important. This is the inferior vena cava. This is the inferior vena cava, and this is the aorta. This is very important. This is the inferior vena cava, and this is the aorta. You see this green sac. This is, we call it gallbladder, which is the site of storage of bile and ascending to the duodenum via the common bile duct. And here we have the pancreas. You see it is lobulated gland, and it located at the fold of the duodenum. This is the duodenum, the first part of the small intestine, and this is the spleen. This is the spleen, and you see this is the green sac, which we call the gallbladder, and this is the inferior vena cava, and this is the aorta. Finally, we have from the accessory organ the salivary gland, and the most important is the extrinsic secondary gland, salivary gland. Here we have the parotid. This is the parotid gland, and this is the submandibular gland, and finally we have the sublingual gland. Okay, so we have three main salivary glands in the digestive system: the parotid, submandibular, and sublingual. And thank you very much.